This is beyond like what I expected from like a licensed video game. Hey everyone, welcome back to Void0, where I talk about some games. So Gamescom is going on right now, and I was completely taken aback. I completely forgot about it. I haven't really been watching it live. I've been just watching some of the videos, and there's a lot of stuff that I want to talk about. But first of all, I'd love to talk about Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. That looks amazing. Like legitimately, it looks great. So I just want to talk about that for a little bit. So this Avatar game, I know that Ubisoft is making the game, and there's clearly some issues surrounding Ubisoft and how they do open world games. They've done some other stuff that I've played, Far Cry. Can you believe it? The game's getting away from me right now. But I have played other Ubisoft titles. Ubisoft makes good games. Definitely, it always ends up with some issues here and there, but they do make good games. And from what I've seen, especially with the recent trailer regarding Avatar Frontiers of the Avatars Frontiers of Pandora. I think I'll just call it Pandora from here on out. There's a lot of like graphical features and really cool like open world scenes. Like there's scenes where the entire game is multiple layers. Like you could see the layers, right? But it's like it seems to be fully rendered. Well, I mean, obviously it's not fully rendered because that'd be insane. But the game looks absolutely stunning. It looks absolutely gorgeous, from the little flecks of flowers, of the little blades of grass, all to the gigantic towering mountains in the background, So I am like, it looks amazing. It seems to play really good. I don't know if James Cameron actually like involved in this game, but it seems like Ubisoft is really putting a lot of effort behind this project, and I mean they should. Avatar is actually, for all of our jokes about, oh, nobody ever talks about Avatar, oh, Avatar don't do this, blah 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 blah. Avatar has left its mark on the history of cinema, whether or not you want to acknowledge that. And personally, I think we should probably pay a little bit more respect to this series, this franchise, but that is besides the point. I don't know if James Cameron is actually involved in the development and the production of this particular game, but it does seem like there's a lot of stuff to do in the game. Some of the things that, a lot of the stuff that you typically get out of open world games. Now, you see, the thing is that Avatar is like this gigantic world with this really deep lore, and that was one of the things about bringing up James Cameron is that, if he is involved with this game, I feel like the game itself will contain a lot of these lore pieces, a lot of these lore dumps. And I'm actually really excited to see a lot of these little, like the kinds of story pieces that we get, the set pieces that we're going to get. I know the music is going to be amazing. I know the animation is going to be amazing. I mean, look at some of these trailers. Like, this is fantastic. This is beyond like what I expected from like a licensed video game, because it is at the end of the day a licensed video game, and we don't usually get games of this caliber. There's a little scene earlier which I can't remember. It had this gigantic planet in the background in the sky, and I was like, oh, that, like, I don't know if you all know about the CG wallpapers from back in like the late 90s, early 2000s, the mid 2000s. Those had some amazing nightscapes, those amazing nighttime visuals, and I kind of like as soon as I saw that, it like all that came rushing back to me. So I actually like really super stoked for this game. I didn't expect to be excited for this game, like I'm talking about it right now, and it just like as I watch the trailer more and more, it's just like again hyped. But the game is coming out all the way down in December, and I kind of that's a long time out. And I hope that when it launches on day one, that it actually is a bit of a completed experience. I'm not really interested to sit here and listen to Ubisoft complain about how, oh my god, games take so much work to build. Oh my god, so we're just gonna give you a completely broken, disheveled product, and you'll just pay full price for it. I really hope they don't do that. I feel like if they do that, they'll really be like kneecapping what this game is capable of, because I do think like you see in these visuals are stunning. Like I cannot fully describe how, I mean, and again, it have little bits of gameplay here and there, but it's not something that you should take seriously. You should take it with a grain of salt. It is at the end of the day an cinematic trailer, So I played, as I was saying in the beginning of the video, I played Ubisoft games, especially their open world games before, and I think that there is a way they like to do a lot of these collectathons, but I feel like for this game, I think this game will probably be really dense enough with dense lore pieces and dense forests and locations to explore, as you would want to use, that, it will actually be pretty good to have a lot of these collectibles so that you get to see the entire map. I just hope they don't overdo it to the point where, you're spending 60, 80 hours trying to find this one random ass thing in the middle of nowhere, which they have done before. Like, was it them who made Ubisoft did make Ghostwire Tokyo? In Ghostwire Tokyo, there was this very specific item or this lore piece or something. I can't remember at the moment. That it was this weird. It was on the top of a building under one roof or some shit like that, and it was just sitting there like, where is this? Like, you could see it being pinged on the map. Okay, I get it away myself. Point is, I really hope this game update releases properly, because I feel like, the game needs to be able to play properly. I feel like if it doesn't come out properly, it's going to hamper what this game could be. And I feel like there's a genuinely good game behind this from what I've seen so far. I don't know how invested I am in the Avatar franchise as a whole, but it looks amazing. It feels like it might play amazing. Although there was one scene in the trailer where it seemed like it had frame dips, and I'm just sitting there going like, are we sure about that? Are we really sure about that? Anyways, that's all I basically wanted to talk about Avatar's Frontiers of Pandora. I'll be keeping an eye on this as we go forward, and I'll be talking about it more as we get more and more we get more and more information regarding the game. So yeah, that was my thoughts on Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. So yeah, if you all like this, I do a lot of these videos where I just talk about stuff that's upcoming or that I just played. It's kind of like a first impressions. You can, on the top right hand corner, there should be a little icon. You can click it. Be sure to subscribe, to like, to comment. Drop a emoji that you think best represents Avatar Way of the Water. Did you all watch Avatar Way of the Water? Because that was I haven't seen it, but I want to see it. So, drop a comment, subscribe, let me know. I have a Patreon, so you can help fund this nonsense if you'd like. Thank you all very much. The Void call, and you all have answered.